In the coming days, Ukraine will be stepping up its diplomatic efforts, not only on the European continent. We will meet with the G20 chairman, President Ramaphosa of South Africa. There will be a meeting with the President of Poland in the format of the 3C Summit in Poland. I will meet with the President of the Czech Republic. We will officially participate in the farewell to Pope Francis. There will also be an important meeting with the Prime Minister of Spain. Tomorrow, our team is meeting in London in the European format, namely France, Britain, Germany, Ukraine, and the United States of America. So far, there has been no unconditional ceasefire. It is the wish and proposal of the United States, a desire shared by our European partners, and it is supported by Ukraine. Ukraine is ready to agree to an unconditional ceasefire. What does that mean? The phrase itself holds the answer, unconditional, a ceasefire without any preconditions. That means no strikes on our territory and, accordingly, no retaliatory responses. Ukraine is ready for such a ceasefire. If the ceasefire is only partial, as we have already discussed, including with Saudi Arabia, then we are prepared to take reciprocal measures. If there are no strikes on energy infrastructure, we do not strike theirs in return. And accordingly, if there are no attacks, no long-range weapons are used. Russia does not use long-range weapons, and neither does Ukraine. As for whether we are ready for an unconditional ceasefire, it means silence at sea, in the air, and on the front, that is, on land. The moment we start talking about Crimea, about our sovereign territories, and so on, we enter a format that Russia itself wants, a prolonged war, because it's impossible to reach quick agreements on everything. We've been at war for 12 years. That alone answers the question, is it possible to negotiate with Russia? In general, it's a rhetorical question. Can a swift agreement be reached with Russia? No. Not without pressure. Pressure is needed from the entire world, and above all, from the United States. And I believe that's what President Trump proposed. We supported President Trump's proposal for an unconditional ceasefire. This idea of let's discuss everything at once, in a single day, it won't work. It only means people will continue fighting, people will keep dying, and dialogue will drag on. For what? To put pressure on us? To wear America down until it pulls out of the process? There are many reasons. But this is Putin's game, certainly not President Trump's, and not Europe's either. And Ukraine is not playing that game. Ukraine does not legally recognize the occupation of Crimea. There's nothing to talk about. This is outside our constitution. This is our territory, the territory of the people of Ukraine. This will not happen. I think we have already said this about any temporarily occupied territory. I declared this as the President, and the Constitution itself, the Constitution of Ukraine with its existence, affirms that. We are also ready to record that after the ceasefire, we are ready to sit down in any format so that there is no deadlock, that Ukraine is unwilling or unable to engage. We are open to any format, because that would mean we believe there is at least some result, that Russia is genuinely ready. If they are not, it's because they do not want to be. That much is clear. But if they are ready to take real steps towards a result, then we are dealing with serious people making serious moves, not with immaturity. Let's talk about NATO. As you know, our position regarding NATO has not been supported by the United States. That's the reality. Legally, no one has rejected it, but in practice, no one has fully supported it either. The United States, for example, has not backed Ukraine's accession to NATO in the near future. That's the first issue, the first step. Now, secondly, let's imagine a scenario where all NATO countries do support us. For instance, when no one has the power to impose a veto.